am from Hokkaido City.
どんな街でした？
Well, when I was growing up, Hokkaido is really known for our winter season. So we would all go outside and play in the snow most of the time. I have one younger brother. I think I was like a outdoor kind of a kid, so I wouldn't like stay inside with the rest of the girls. I would always go outside with my like guy friends and like play like soccer or like those. There's this famous Japanese kind of playing. How do I say this? Onigokko to ka. It's like tag along. I forgot how to say this in English, but it's like a tag along. You like tag people and then they look for you. Barbie doll. The Japanese version of the Barbie doll is Rika-chan. Rika-chan doll. I used to collect that. And there was a squirrel version that was called Shirubaniya House. That I collected. I was a freak. And then I would take them outside, play them in the yard, and then like play hide and seek, and Tamagotchi was big, and oh my god, there were so many things. And like the game also, like Super Famicom. I used to play Famicom on my at home. There were a lot of things. I think I was like very spontaneous girl. I was really happy all of the time. I was sports type. I think before going to middle school, I would always be outside playing different kind of sports. But when I hit middle school, I did field hockey. So I did that until graduation. I did field hockey for 6 years.
なぜホッケー？
Well, actually, this is really funny. First, when I saw my friends playing field hockey, the uniform was very cute. Polo shirt and mini skirt, and it was like, and then those blue socks. And it was so cute. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this because the uniform is very cute. But when I started doing the actual sport, I was like so into it. Like I was only gonna play for 1 season, but then when I noticed, I was doing for like 6 years, and that was like my best sport ever.
なんでそんなホッケーが好きになったんですか？
Maybe it's because I really like the simple rules, but then when you have like those sports, like a group kind of sports, it bonds with people, and I like to bond with people. It's like one big family with you, and we get to go to different schools, and then we were pretty strong in our field hockey team. So I was just like, the more you play, the more you go into you bond with people, and then the medal that we get and the pride, and it was really, really fun. I can't say. Well, I used to have a scooter when I was in middle school, so I would used to ride that with my friends or like with my like elder people. But one time I was on a scooter and I fell off from the scooter. And I hit my head in this concrete cement, and then I still have the scar here. And then I was like literally blood gushing out from my head, literally. And that was like my best, not best, but my worst experience ever.
入院はしたんですね。
Yes. For like, no, actually I didn't. My parents were really strict. They were like, it's your fault. We're gonna make you stitch. But that's it. Then I never went to the hospital before. I had one kind of like an injury also in my thighs, and then that time I was in Canada. I was playing with my friends, and then there were like barbed wires, and it was snow, so we couldn't see the barbed wire. So when I jumped in the snow, the barbed wire went through my thighs and then ripped off my skin, and then it was gushing here also. And I still have a scar here because my parents won't let me go to the hospital. They're like, it's your fault. You have to learn from your mistake. Kind of like very, very, very strict. So they just like, I still remember I went to go stitch up my skin in here also. But after that, I was going home already. I know, right? Wow. So I went to an international school, so it's all like from preschool to 12th grade. We had cafeteria, so some of the parents would make you like those small bento boxes, but most of us had our cafeteria card, so we would like every day we would see the menu, like it's most of the time it was like sandwich, ham and cheese, fried rice, and like curry, and very international. Some is like chicken steak. So growing up, I think we tasted like a little bit of like the, how do I say this, very international food. So growing up, I really missed Japanese food. Like whenever I go to my grandparents' house in Japan, they would like cook me like full course Japanese food, and that was like what I really liked. Because like eating fast food every day is like kind of like I get you kind of like sick of it. But the best food that I like in the cafeteria was the fried rice, the best, and hot dog. Oh my god, relationship! I could write a whole book about my relationship. I think even though I'm an independent person, when it comes to love, I intend to give everything to that one person. So it's like 0 or 100. So even though I was little, like middle school, high school, I was like that. I would like give out everything to that guy. So sometimes it was okay, but sometimes people get like, how do I say this? They would take advantage of me. They would think that I'll do anything, so they'll do everything, and then I've been cheated so many times. I've cheated so many times. But then I think in a relationship, you need that to build up the good relationship that I have right now. So maybe it's hard to understand this, but then I think I was happy that I went through those rough patches through my boyfriends when I was young. So now I can learn the best parts.
初恋はいつ？
My first love, when I was in grade, maybe when I was in grade 4 or 5.
How old?
Grade school is 10 or 11. It was 1 year older than me.
先輩。
Yes, soccer player.
どんな恋愛しまし
Hey! Oh my god! So back in the days when I was grade 5, I was still like 10 or 11 years old, so I didn't know how to approach. And when I was like, oh my god, what is this feeling? Like when I'm with this guy, I feel like very excited, but then I noticed that, okay, maybe I like this guy. And then he was in the soccer club, and oh my god, he was the only guy that I couldn't approach. I would just always watch him from the classroom window. I was like, look at him and playing in the playground. It was very, very pure.
どこの国の人？
He was I think half British, half Japanese. Very, very handsome.
今彼が何をしてるかはわからない。
I don't know.
た。じゃあその初恋が終わったのはなぜは？
Because he graduated from elementary school. I was 5th grade, he was 6th grade. 1 year older. So when he left the school, I think I was heartbroken for a little bit. But then, you know, you're kids. So like maybe a few weeks later, you're already finding new love. We were very similar. We would like the same things. We had the same hobby. We would go out same time. We would do like all sort of good and bad things together. And when you're like young, 14, 15, you think your best friend is like more important than your family. So that was like good and bad, but we would be always together, and we would like go out and like, you know, even school, after school, before school, we were always together. The golden days when I was like 15 or 16, that 2 years I was just crazy. Like I love school, I love meeting my friends. Outside of school, I love going out shopping with my friends. I just like every day was so much fun. Like there was zero negativity in that golden 2 years, well 2-3 years, until I graduated high school. Every day was like so much fun, like spontaneous all the way. Well, of course, the breakup. Every time I'm with a guy, I was thinking, okay, I'm gonna marry this guy. He's gonna be my husband. And like, you know, back in the days, ちゃ恥ずかしいけど You know when you there was this game center that was really famous in Japan, and there was like a photo booth called Bikura. So we would take photo booth almost every single day with that guy or with the girl, and then we would write down that we were gonna write down like we're gonna get married and like write his last name. And come to think about it, it's very embarrassing, like how would I ever do that? But then come to think about it, it's really, I think it was cute, it was fun. Okay, the first ever CD when I first bought I was in grade 3. That was the first time I bought the first CD. Back in the days, the CD was like this small,
Yes.
like small dick. It wasn't the big size like right now. So it was like 500 yen at max, and it's all single, right? And it was, you know, I bought. There's this idol group in Japan, right, called Janizu, and then I bought Kinky Kids no ガラスの少年。
懐かしい。
Because when I was in grade 3, that's when they debuted, and they were like freaking famous all over. So of course, me being young and like, you know, liking the faces, I bought that CD. Like I think I bought the same CD like three times or something like that.
好きな、じゃあその時の好きな芸能人は
Same.
Kinky
Kinky. 大好き。
その時ドラマやってたね、キンキキッズ。
やってました Yes, I think that's when they were in the same drama or they were in a separate drama. I would always watch. They were like doing some kind of like war, boxing theme, relationship. I cannot remember the title, but I remember watching it, and then my mom would be like, oh my god, get a grip, watch something like anime, and I'm like, no, kinky がいいみたいな。Well, grade school, I went to Canada because I'm half Canadian. So my parents would send me to Canada all alone. Like I'm like 5 years old and I was on the plane alone. And then they would fly me to Canada, and I would stay there for like 3 to 6 months for my education. And then I'll come back to Japan so foreignized. Like I was so Canadianized. Like I forgot my Japanese. Because you know how kids are, they're like very fresh in the brain. So every day I would speak English, and then when I come back to Japan, I didn't know how to speak Japanese. And then my mom was like, oh my god, that's a red sign. I shouldn't send you to Canada. So that's how it was, like on and off. But then I used to go to Canada a lot when I was little. And then when I hit middle school, we would go to different places because I remember my parents likes to travel a lot. So they would take me and my brother everywhere they go. And my mom's hobby was to ski. So we would always go to Hokkaido, like Nagano Prefecture to snowboard. So I think I was a lucky kid. Like I got to travel different places. My hobby back then, well, aside from playing sports, I like to what was my hobby? Collect stuff. Like I like to collect small stuff. I like to collect like different kind of like train tickets, album, magazine, and then I would like cut them and then put it in a portfolio. And I think that, yeah, like I like to do like small stuff when I was young. I think I was very bright. Everybody knew like if I'm there, it's always like laughing, having fun, and like chill, not much fight with people. Very peace and happy, love and peace.
Love and peace.
Okay guys, so that was all the questions that I answered before I became Marie Ozawa, and I hope you enjoyed my question and answers, and I hope to see you guys very very soon. Please subscribe and like my new YouTube channel, and I hope you guys will like my travel and all the privacy that you can see about me. This is gonna be about new Marie Ozawa, and let's go together in this little journey of my life.